Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bad Movie Night. My name's Chris, and tonight I checked out this new movie called Bloody Hell. It is directed by one Alister Grierson. It is a horror comedy about a guy named Rex who is involved in a bank heist. He's kind of a victim of the bank heist, but more details are revealed later throughout the movie. And then get mixed up in some sort of cannibalistic family hijinks in Finland. Those two things come together in this movie, and they come together really pretty well. This was a pretty awesome movie. I really like this thing. It's just straight fun, but extremely well made, well crafted. And I gotta say, this lead actor, Ben O'Toole, did a fantastic job. Super charismatic, asked to do quite a bit in this movie. He plays not only himself, but also a different version of himself with inner monologues to each other that play out in front of the viewers in super funny ways, but also like impressive ways where they can continue the storyline. And it's weird because it is like a part of his psyche, but he plays himself but differently. I don't know how else to describe it. And it just works really well in this movie. This is a very competent movie, almost in every regard. I think the cinematography is really good, some really great transitional moments. The lighting is good. The acting, like I said, is fantastic, especially with the lead. And even the generic parts of this thing, the cannibal story, like I literally just did a movie called Butchers, which is like the most generic cannibal hillbilly movie you'd ever get. So this takes that like familiar idea of a cannibal family, combines it with a torture-y kind of movie, but then also this bank heist thing, but it all interweaves and all these kind of elements add up to a really congruent movie in a way where it doesn't seem like it should be. But because of the way this movie is told through flashbacks and with its humor and everything and its absurd nature, there's no, like, reality leaves the door a lot of times in this movie, but it all just works so well together. I just really love the tone they built with the music, and they delve out this plot in a really well-paced way where you get teases of this bank heist, and it all kind of is revealed as the movie goes along, but in perfect ways where you're constantly entertained. This movie never gets boring, and it definitely twists on your expectations a lot of times. Because you've all seen the cannibal family movies, and you've all seen the torture-y Saw movies and stuff like that, or the Hostels, probably more a Hostel than a Saw. But every time you think you know where the movie's going, it kind of twists, at least in the scenarios, meaning those little plot points twist in ways that you aren't expecting. Sure, some of the stuff still plays out how you would expect overall, I guess. But there's some dark comedy to this thing. It's like absurd comedy where the scenario in reality is completely disturbing. But the way it is portrayed with the characters and the music and the tone of the movie, it's fun. Yeah, I want to underscore again, like I said, that Ben O'Toole, this was a fantastic performance. I think there is a subsect of people who just won't get behind his charisma or his personality. Nobody likes everything. Believe me, I've been on YouTube for years. Nobody likes everything you do. And so there'll be a bunch of people who just find him kind of obnoxious or annoying, but I really liked his persona in this movie. But I am annoyed with this fucking guy because he hangs on this hook for like 50% of the movie, and it's just all abs everywhere. Like, I didn't even know you'd get abs up here, but he somehow managed to fucking do it. It's probably a problem with myself and not the movie, but it is what it is. Anyways, if you are coming to this thing strictly looking for a horror movie, it's definitely not that. Like I said, it does interweave like genres in a way with these thriller aspects and the comedy and stuff, and it all really works together well, but it's definitely not a strictly horror movie. There is way too many comedic elements, so if you're turned off by horror comedies, it's not going to be your jam. And while it does get gross, it never reaches a Hostel level of gross. There's like one scene or two scenes where it's like, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not like over the top gory. Actually, that's not true. There are moments where the movie gets over the top, but it's never disgusting, or at least I wasn't. Maybe because I'm, pretty experienced horror viewer, so this isn't anything I haven't seen before, but if you're not used to the horror genre and you haven't seen many gory movies, this might be a little much for you. But this is a movie that I could probably watch with my wife, who doesn't like horror movies at all, and I think she would still enjoy it, simply because the character is so fun, and his journey is ridiculous, and it's unexpected a lot of times. And the movie is extremely well made. It's smart. Like, it feels very, at the beginning, it feels very ambitious because they are kind of hopping over a bunch of locations, but when the movie settles in about 15 minutes into it, It's basically all in one location. So it does, to me, speak that it is a lower budget movie. But still, it doesn't appear that way. The effects are good. And like I said earlier, I really enjoyed this musical score. This was a great time. Completely unexpected, too. Bloody hell. If this isn't on your radar or wasn't, it should be. I think this movie has a lot of mass appeal, and I think a lot of people really enjoy it. So that's going to do it for Bloody Hell. It's out now. You should check it out. And then let me know what you think down below, and I will catch you here next time. Goodbye.